The gentle giants of the rainforest, orangutans, the forest people. High above the forest floor, where sunlight filters through layers of emerald leaves, lives one of humanity's closest living relatives, the orangutan. The name orangutan comes from the Malay words orang, person, and hutan, forest, meaning person of the forest. This name is more than poetic. It reflects the deep biological and behavioral connection between humans and these remarkable great apes. Orangutans share approximately 97% of their DNA with humans, placing them among the most intelligent animals on Earth. They demonstrate self-awareness, problem-solving skills, emotional complexity, and the ability to learn through observation. Some orangutans have even been observed using sign language in research settings, highlighting their advanced cognitive abilities. Beyond intelligence, orangutans are ecological architects. As they move through the canopy feeding on fruit, they disperse seeds across vast distances, allowing forests to regenerate. Without orangutans, many tree species would struggle to survive. Their presence is a sign of a healthy rainforest, and their decline signals a much deeper environmental crisis. This opening chapter sets the stage for understanding orangutans not merely as animals, but as essential guardians of one of the planet's most vital ecosystems. Daily life in the canopy, behavior, intelligence, and survival. Orangutans live almost exclusively in trees, making them the most arboreal of all great apes. Their extraordinarily long arms, often longer than their bodies, allow them to move gracefully through the canopy, suspending their weight as they reach for branches and vines. Their days follow a steady rhythm. Morning foraging for ripe fruit, midday rest during the hottest hours, afternoon travel and feeding. Evening nest building. Fruit makes up nearly 60% of their diet, but orangutans are opportunistic eaters. When fruit is scarce, they consume leaves, bark, flowers, insects, bird eggs, and even soil for minerals. Orangutans are renowned for their intelligence and tool use. They use sticks to pry insects from tree bark, fashion leaves into gloves to handle spiny fruits, and use leafy branches as umbrellas. These skills are learned and passed down, creating regional cultures among different populations. Though largely solitary, orangutans communicate through facial expressions, gestures, and vocalizations. Adult males produce powerful long calls that echo through the forest, serving to attract females and warn rival males. Every night, an orangutan builds a fresh nest, carefully selecting strong branches and weaving them together with leaves. This nightly ritual reflects foresight, planning, and adaptability, traits once thought unique to humans. A long life, a slow cycle. Orangutan lifespan. Orangutans live long lives, especially for wild animals. In natural conditions, they typically reach 35 to 45 years, while individuals in protected environments may live up to 60 years. This longevity allows for extended learning and skill development. Young orangutans spend years mastering foraging techniques, navigation, and nest building, skills essential for survival in complex rainforest environments. However, long life comes with a trade-off: slow reproduction. Female orangutans give birth only once every 7 to 9 years, the slowest reproductive rate of any mammal. This means population recovery is extremely fragile, and losses from hunting or habitat destruction are devastating. Orangutans rely on stability, stable forests, stable food sources, and stable family bonds. When these are disrupted, survival becomes increasingly difficult. Origins of the orangutan, home in the rainforest. Today, orangutans exist in only two places on Earth: Borneo and Sumatra, islands once connected by vast rainforests. Over thousands of years, rising sea levels isolated these populations, leading to the development of three distinct species: Bornean orangutan, Sumatran orangutan, Tapanuli orangutan, the rarest great ape in the world. They inhabit tropical rainforests, peat swamps, and lowland forests, ecosystems among the most biodiverse on the planet. These forests provide year-round food and interconnected canopies essential for arboreal travel. When forests are fragmented by roads or plantations, orangutans are forced to descend to the ground, where they are vulnerable to injury, conflict, and death. Habitat loss is the single greatest threat to their survival. Mothers of the forest, Raising the next generation. Orangutan motherhood is a masterclass in patience and devotion. A mother orangutan raises her infant alone, forming one of the strongest mother-child bonds in the animal kingdom. For the first 2 years, the baby rarely leaves its mother's body. Over the next several years, the mother teaches survival skills: what to eat, where to travel, how to build nests, and how to recognize danger. Young orangutans do not reach full independence until 6 to 8 years of age, and females often stay near their mothers even longer. Because mothers give birth so infrequently, every infant is precious. When a mother is killed, her baby rarely survives without human intervention. This tragic reality makes conservation efforts critically urgent. On the brink, why orangutans are endangered. All orangutan species are classified as critically endangered. Their numbers have declined dramatically over the past century. Primary threats include deforestation for timber and agriculture, palm oil plantations, replacing native forests, illegal wildlife trade, fires and climate change, disrupting food cycles. Palm oil, found in countless everyday products, is one of the largest drivers of habitat loss. Forest fires set to clear land often spiral out of control, destroying thousands of acres of orangutan habitat. Without immediate action, some orangutan populations could vanish within decades. Protecting the forest people, what humans can do. The fate of orangutans lies largely in human hands. Conservation success is possible when individuals, communities, governments, and corporations act together. Ways humans can help: support deforestation-free products, reduce unnecessary consumption, protect and restore rainforests, support rehabilitation and release programs, educate others and advocate for stronger environmental laws. Protecting orangutans also protects carbon-storing forests, combats climate change, and preserves biodiversity. Final reflection: a shared future. Orangutans remind us of our place in nature, not as rulers, but as caretakers. Their survival reflects our willingness to protect the living world. Saving orangutans means saving the forests, and in saving the forests, we safeguard our own future. Coexisting with orangutans, preventing conflict and supporting their survival. As human development continues to expand into natural landscapes, interactions between people and wildlife are becoming more frequent. Orangutans, native to the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, are highly intelligent and generally non-aggressive primates. However, when their habitats are destroyed or disturbed, orangutans may be forced into closer contact with humans, increasing the risk of conflict. Understanding how to prevent dangerous encounters while actively supporting orangutan conservation is essential for both human safety and the long-term survival of the species. Preventing human-orangutan conflict. Orangutans usually avoid humans and will only act aggressively when they feel threatened, cornered, or are protecting their young. To minimize the risk of attack, humans must respect orangutans as wild animals and maintain a safe distance at all times. Approaching, touching, or attempting to interact with them can provoke defensive behavior and should never be attempted. Feeding orangutans is particularly harmful as it encourages dependency on humans and disrupts their natural foraging skills. Habituated orangutans may lose their fear of people, increasing the likelihood of aggressive encounters. Visitors to forests and protected areas should follow established guidelines, remain quiet, and avoid sudden movements. Direct eye contact, which can be interpreted as a challenge, should also be avoided. In the event of an encounter, remaining calm is critical. Humans should slowly back away without turning their back or making threatening gestures. Running or shouting may escalate the situation. Proper education for local communities and tourists plays a crucial role in reducing misunderstandings and preventing unnecessary harm. Supporting orangutan survival and conservation. Human activity is the greatest threat to orangutan survival. Large-scale deforestation, illegal logging, mining, and agricultural expansion, especially unsustainable palm oil production, have destroyed vast areas of orangutan habitat. Protecting and restoring these forests is the most effective way to ensure the species' survival. Individuals can help by supporting sustainable products, reducing consumption linked to deforestation, and choosing certified palm oil when available. Governments and corporations must also enforce environmental laws and invest in responsible land use planning. Conservation organizations play a vital role by rescuing orphaned and injured orangutans, rehabilitating them, and reintroducing them into protected forests. Public support through donations, volunteering, and advocacy strengthens these efforts. Education programs further empower local communities by demonstrating how orangutan conservation can coexist with economic development, a shared responsibility for the future. Orangutans are not only a symbol of rainforest biodiversity, but also key contributors to forest health through seed dispersal. Their survival is closely tied to the well-being of entire ecosystems. By reducing conflict, respecting wildlife boundaries, and actively participating in conservation efforts, humans can create a future in which orangutans continue to thrive in the wild. True coexistence requires awareness, responsibility, and commitment. When humans choose protection over destruction, both people and orangutans benefit from a healthier, more balanced natural world. Please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow. Thank you.